Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-diving into a topic that is incredibly important but often really difficult to talk about. Toxic relationships. We've all either been in one, seen a friend go through one, or heard stories. It's a universal experience, but that doesn't make it any less painful or confusing. But here's the good news. You are not alone, and you have the power to change your situation. In this video, we're going to break down what a toxic relationship actually looks like, why it's so hard to leave, and most importantly, the practical steps you can take to reclaim your peace and happiness. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's get into it. First, let's define what we're talking about. A toxic relationship is one that consistently makes you feel drained, unsupported, misunderstood, or attacked. It's not just about the occasional argument that all couples have. It's a persistent pattern of unhealthy behaviors. This can manifest in many ways. Maybe it's constant criticism that chips away at your self-esteem. Perhaps it's control, where your partner dictates who you can see, what you can do, or even how you should feel. It could be emotional manipulation, like gaslighting, where they make you question your own sanity and perception of reality. They might say things like, "You're being too sensitive," or "that never happened," when you know it did. Other red flags include a severe lack of trust, constant jealousy, dishonesty, and a general feeling of walking on eggshells, afraid to upset the other person. You might feel isolated from your friends and family, and your own hobbies and interests might have faded into the background. It's a relationship where your well-being, both mental and emotional, is consistently compromised. If any of this sounds familiar, it's a sign that something needs to change. So, if these relationships are so bad for us, why is it often so hard to walk away? There are so many complex reasons. Often, we're attached to the memory of the good times, the person we first fell for. We hold on to hope that they will change back into that person. There's also the sunk cost fallacy. We've invested so much time, energy, and emotion that leaving feels like a personal failure or a waste. Fear is another huge factor. Fear of being alone, fear of what the other person might do, or even fear of what our lives would look like without them. For some, there are practical entanglements, like shared finances, a home, or even children, which make leaving seem impossible. And let's not forget the emotional manipulation itself. A toxic partner can be incredibly skilled at making you feel like you're the problem, or that you'll never find anyone else who will love you. This cycle of abuse, followed by apologies and promises to change, can create a powerful, addictive bond that is incredibly difficult to break. It's a confusing and exhausting emotional roller coaster, and it's completely understandable why so many people feel stuck. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward breaking free. Alright, now for the most important part. What can you do about it? The journey out of a toxic relationship is a process, and it starts with a single, powerful decision. Choosing yourself. Your well-being has to become your top priority. The first practical step is to start building a support system outside of the relationship. Reconnect with trusted friends and family members. Talk to them honestly about what you're going through. You don't have to carry this burden alone. Hearing an outside perspective can be incredibly validating and can give you the strength you need. If you feel comfortable, opening up to a therapist or counselor they can provide professional, unbiased guidance and equip you with coping strategies specifically for your situation. Remember, seeking professional help is a sign of immense strength, not weakness. The next step is to begin setting firm boundaries. This is your line in the sand. Decide what behavior you will and will not accept anymore. Start small. For example, you could say, "I will not engage in a conversation with you when you are yelling. We can talk about this when we're both calm." Or, "I need to spend time with my friends this weekend, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it." Be prepared for push. A toxic person will likely test your new boundaries, but you must hold firm. Every time you enforce a boundary, you are reinforcing your own self-worth and taking back your power. This process is about teaching others how you deserve to be treated. But, more importantly, it's about teaching yourself that you are worthy of respect. It won't be easy at first, but it gets easier with practice. While setting boundaries, it's also crucial to work on rediscovering yourself. Toxic relationships often cause us to lose our sense of identity. Who were you before this relationship? What did you love to do? Re-engage with old hobbies or try new ones? Join a class, go for a hike, read that book you've been meaning to get to, listen to music that makes you happy. Spend time alone and get reacquainted with your own thoughts and feelings. This isn't just about distraction. It's about rebuilding your self-esteem from the inside out. You need to remember that you are a whole, complete person on your own. Your happiness does not and should not depend on someone else's approval. The more you invest in yourself, the stronger you will become, and the less power the toxic relationship will have over you. Finally, you may need to create a clear exit plan, especially if the situation is particularly harmful. This is about ensuring your safety and stability as you transition out of the relationship. Think about the practicalities. Where will you live? How will you manage financially? Even temporarily. If you share a home or finances, it might be wise to seek legal advice to understand your options. If you're concerned about your safety, please reach out to a domestic violence hotline or a local support organization. They can help you create a safety plan and provide resources you might not even know exist. This isn't about being dramatic. It's about being prepared and protecting yourself. Leaving can be the hardest part, but having a plan can make it feel much more manageable and much less frightening. Leaving a toxic relationship is a profound act of self-love. The healing process takes time, so be patient and compassionate with yourself. There will be good days and bad days. You might feel a mix of relief, sadness, anger, and confusion, and all of those feelings are valid. Allow yourself to grieve the end of the relationship, even if it was unhealthy. But celebrate your courage. Celebrate every step you take towards a healthier, happier life, because you absolutely deserve it. You are worthy of a love that uplifts you, supports you, and makes you feel safe. Never, ever forget that. Thank you so much for watching and for allowing me to talk about this with you today. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our future content. Your support means the world. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.